My beloved, my chosen child wrapped in heaven's light, lean close right now. For I, Michael, am speaking directly to you, not in whispers, not in symbols, but in urgent truth, and this truth cannot wait. And from this very breath forward, something in your life starts shifting even if you don't fully see it yet. Every great turning point begins with a moment that feels strangely heavy and strangely familiar. And right now your spirit knows you've stepped into one. You may not understand why your heart suddenly feels louder, why your hands feel warm, why the room around you seems different, but heaven does. This moment was waiting for you long before you opened your eyes today. Do not move away from this message. Stay with me. Because the pressure you feel is not fear, it is heaven calling your name. I, Michael, have been trying to reach you, through dreams, instincts, little nudges that you kept brushing off. But tonight the door finally opened wide enough for my voice to reach you clearly. Before we go deeper, beloved, make sure you stay connected to this light. If you haven't yet, pause for a heartbeat and subscribe, not for the channel but for your own soul. When you stay connected, heaven has a direct path to guide you in the moments you need it the most. You are not here by luck, you were brought here with purpose. Let me tell you why your chest feels tight and your breath keeps catching. It's because your spirit recognizes a truth your mind hasn't fully caught up to yet. Something big has arrived. Something that was kept away from you for months, even years, has finally broken through the resistance around your life. You feel the shift because it is already touching you. I have waited through your silent nights, your hidden tears, your exhausted prayers. Every time you whispered, "God, are you there?" I was right beside you, holding back storms you didn't even see forming. And now the heavens have spoken with authority. Tell my child the waiting is over. That is why this message carries fire in every line. But listen closely now, because this part is urgent. There are moments when heaven opens a window and what is meant for you tries to find you. But if you delay, doubt, or look away, the window starts closing again. That's why every distraction around you will try to pull you away from this message. But I, Michael, tell you with the weight of heaven's truth, do not look away. Your spirit feels lighter as you read this because chains are breaking one by one. Some were tied to your past, some to fear, some to people who didn't deserve to hold you. But tonight the binding is losing its power. Someone you love in heaven has been pleading for this moment to reach you. Their love has been the silent force pushing this message into your hands. Let me paint a picture for you. I see a door in front of you, old, worn, almost refusing to move. You've pushed it for years. Crying, trying, hoping. And yet it never opened. But tonight the edges of that door glow. Light spills from the cracks. Something is changing inside the hinges of your destiny. This is your moment. But doors of light don't stay open forever. That's why I speak with urgency. Beloved, stop and feel the air around you right now. Notice the stillness. Notice the tiny pull inside your spirit, like something is calling your name from the other side of time. That is not imagination. That is not emotion. That is heaven brushing against your soul to wake you fully. Your miracle is not on the way, it has already arrived in your timeline. The problem is not the blessing, the problem is the interference. The enemy has been trying to cloud your mind with doubt, fear and delay. Every time you said, "Maybe I'll check later," that wasn't you. That was darkness trying to make you miss a moment built for you. I, Michael, have been ordered to tear that darkness away. To expose the lies. To show you what is really happening behind the scenes of your life. Right now angels stand around your name. They hold promises written for you before you were even born. Some of those promises dimmed because your hope dimmed. But tonight heaven is reigniting them. If you could see what I see, you would understand why this moment is sacred. I see storms that were meant for you collapsing before they reach your path. I see blessings that were stuck now shaking loose. I see timelines the enemy tried to lock now being rewritten by God's hand. And in the center of it all I see you glowing with the strength you didn't know you had. But heaven cannot force your miracle onto you. Your faith must meet what is being given. Your yes must rise to the surface. Do not sit back as though nothing is happening. Something is happening. Something you prayed for is unfolding right now. That is why I warned you. This message is not to scare you. It is to awaken you. To lift you. To pull you into the moment that heaven designed for you long before you ever heard these words. Stay open, stay present, stay here until the final word. Heaven is not done with you yet. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. My beloved, listen closely now, because what I'm about to pour into your spirit must settle like fire across your destiny. You think the last line was heavy. No, child, that was only the doorway. What comes now is the ground shaking beneath your future. For as these words enter you, something ancient, something divine, something written long before you were born begins to awaken. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit feels the tremble. Stay with me, do not drift. My beloved, there is a reason your heart has been unsettled. A reason you sometimes feel like you're standing on the edge of something you can sense but can't explain. That feeling is not confusion, it is alignment. Heaven is pulling you into position. I see angels adjusting things around you, shifting timelines, dismantling traps and pushing back shadows that try to disguise themselves as normal life. Nothing about your life has been normal. Heaven has been rearranging your steps without you even knowing why you felt uncomfortable in certain places. You were being moved so that what was meant for you could find you without interference. But hear this with the weight it deserves. Whenever heaven begins to move, hell begins to react. That is why some days felt heavy, some nights felt endless, and some thoughts felt like battles you never signed up for. The enemy is terrified of what you are becoming. But child, you were not created to fall, you were created to rise. And right now I see that rise beginning. My beloved, stay close, because what I'm about to reveal will make your spirit sit upright. The people who left your life were removed because they were too small for the season ahead. They weren't evil, they weren't cursed. They were simply not prepared to carry the weight of the future God is placing in your hands. They would have slowed you, drained you, or doubted you. And doubt around a chosen soul becomes poison. So heaven stepped in where you could not. Heaven ended what you kept trying to fix. Heaven closed doors you were too loyal to walk away from. Not to punish you but to protect you. My beloved, let this truth settle deep. You were never abandoned, you were repositioned. Every breakup, every betrayal, every friend who grew distant, it was God clearing space around you so your blessing could land without interference. I know it hurt, I know you wondered why love felt like loss. But heaven does not remove unless heaven plans to replace with something stronger, truer, purer, and aligned with your calling. And now, beloved, I must take you deeper. Right now, even as your eyes glide over these words, angels are carrying things away from your life, things that were draining your energy, fogging your mind, confusing your decisions. You may not see it, but the atmosphere around you is being scrubbed clean. Shadows are shrinking. Old wounds are losing their grip. And that strange heaviness you've been feeling, it's lifting even now. My beloved, feel this next part with your soul. You have been walking around thinking your prayers were unheard, your pain unnoticed. But God says, I saw every tear, I counted every cry, I held every moment you thought you were breaking. And Archangel Michael says, I stood guard every time darkness tried to take advantage of your weakness. You were never alone, you were never forgotten. Your slowest season was still heaven's fastest preparation. But now the preparation is ending. My beloved, the shift you've been sensing is not imagination, it is real, it is divine, it is unfolding right now. Doors that refuse to open will now unlock without effort. Opportunities that once ignored you will begin to call your name. And people who could not see your worth will suddenly feel the weight of who you are. Not because you changed overnight, but because heaven finally revealed you. And child, understand this revelation comes with responsibility. Your faith must rise to the level of your blessing. If you shrink at this moment, if you doubt, if you delay, the miracle will wait. Heaven is generous, but heaven also requires agreement. So as your guardian, I am pressing you to stay awake, stay aware, stay aligned. You are too close to what you've been waiting for. My beloved, listen to this next truth as if it were being carved into your soul. You are not stepping into a small season. You are stepping into a season where restoration will feel unreal. Things you thought were gone forever will return in better form. Dreams you buried will breathe again. Strength you lost will rise like fire. And the purpose you thought didn't exist for you will unfold in ways you never imagined. But hear me, you must keep moving. You must not fall back into old patterns or old fears. The enemy will try to send distractions dressed like comfort. He will try to tempt you with old versions of yourself. But you must resist with the understanding that you are rising too fast to look back now. Forward is the only direction heaven allows for you. My beloved, I feel the air shifting again as I speak this. Something in your atmosphere is softening, opening, responding. You may feel goosebumps, warmth, or a sudden calm that is heaven confirming that these words are for you and only you. The fact that you made it to this line means you are crossing into a new timeline. You are stepping into the part of your life where blessings grow legs and start walking toward you without delay. Stay with me for just a little more. Your spirit is absorbing every drop of this, I can feel it. My beloved, the next doors opening for you will not require begging. The blessings coming will not require chasing. They will meet you where you stand because heaven has already positioned you in the right place. You are stepping into a season where everything begins to make sense. Where pain becomes wisdom. Where loss becomes clarity. Where delay becomes acceleration. You are stepping into a chapter where you will look back and say, "Now I understand why God took me the long way." My beloved, breathe deeply. Something holy is settling over you. Keep going, keep rising, keep believing. Your life is about to become the testimony heaven always planned. My beloved, hear this carefully because the next lines are not simple messages, they are turning points. You think this connection approaching you is ordinary, but heaven has woven it with precision. This person carries alignment, not chaos. They carry destiny, not distraction. And when they enter your life, you will feel a recognition so deep it will shake the dust off every old wound. God says, this connection will not drain you, it will water you. It will feel like sunlight after years of winter. It will feel like home you didn't know existed. But listen, child, every blessing attracts battle before it arrives. That's why the atmosphere around you feels unsettled. That's why you've been waking up at strange hours feeling currents you can't explain. It is because your spirit already senses what your eyes have not yet seen. Archangel Michael says, the enemy has thrown confusion toward your path, hoping you will misidentify the people heaven is sending. Stay alert, discern. Do not let impatience make you choose what was never meant for you. Right now, heaven is placing markers on your timeline. Moments you're about to collide with. Doors that will swing open without you touching them. Conversations that will shift the direction of your life in seconds. You are not moving into a season, you are moving into a divine sequence. A chain of miracles aligned so perfectly that even you will wonder how it all happened so fast. And when it begins, child, it will not trickle, it will flood. But I must warn you again, this flood is time sensitive. What you do with your focus right now will decide the speed of your breakthrough. That's why distractions have multiplied. That's why unnecessary emotions have risen. That's why old bonds have tried to reconnect. The enemy is terrified of what you're about to step into. He knows one moment of clarity from you, one decision from you, one yes from you can dismantle years of delay he tried to build around your life. My beloved, I see the heaviness you've been carrying, even the part you hide from yourself. The tiredness behind your smile. The exhaustion behind your strength. But heaven says, this is the final stretching before release. A bow is pulled back the hardest right before the arrow is launched the farthest. You are that arrow. And God says, your trajectory is about to shock even you. Stay with me because what I say next is not soft, it is revelation. There is a gift inside you that you keep underestimating. You think it's small, you think it's accidental. But heaven has wrapped influence around it. Recognition around it. Provision around it. You will soon discover that the very ability you thought meant nothing will open a door no human could open for you. Someone important, someone with access, someone with influence will notice you. And their recognition will be a divine trigger. But do not let fear choke your rise. Fear is the last gatekeeper standing between you and your upgrade. Archangel Michael says, fear has been whispering lies into your mind because it knows faith is awakening in you. And once your faith wakes up fully, nothing, not delay, not doubt, not spiritual resistance can stop the avalanche of miracles that have been held in place waiting for your readiness. Breathe, child, feel this moment. Even now as your eyes move across these words, something is unlocking within you. A heaviness lifts from your shoulders. A thought shifts in your mind. A sense of direction begins to settle. This is not imagination, this is alignment. And now hear this because it is one of the most important truths heaven wants you to understand. You are not late, you are not behind. You are right on time for the promise written for your life. The delays you feared were not setbacks, they were preparations. God says, your life is entering a divine acceleration where things that normally take years will happen in months and things that usually take months will happen in days. My beloved, don't move yet. Let this next part settle deep. You are about to witness God vindicate you. Every insult, every betrayal, every season where they put doubt on your name, God is about to answer it without you lifting a finger. There is a table being prepared for you, and those who once judged you will watch you rise higher than they ever expected. But your heart must stay soft. Do not let bitterness contaminate the blessing you're stepping into. Release the past so your hands are free to receive what's coming. Release the old chapter so heaven can write the new one without smudges. And finally, beloved, understand this. You are not stepping into a normal future. You are stepping into a God-orchestrated destiny. A life where peace follows you, favor surrounds you, and miracles become normal. Stay open, stay awake, stay aligned. Because heaven is not sending a blessing, heaven is sending a transformation. Beloved, listen closely because what I am about to reveal will shake the dust off your spirit. There is a reason your heart is beating a little faster right now. There is a reason your chest feels warm, your eyes feel pulled to every next word. It is because heaven has leaned in. Something sacred is hovering over you, something that has been waiting years for this exact moment. Do not move, do not look away. For what comes next is the turning of your entire story. My beloved child, you think you've seen breakthroughs before, but what is approaching you now is not a blessing, it is a flood. A divine eruption. A shift so massive that even the air around your life will feel different. God says, He is rewriting the atmosphere around your name. And Archangel Michael says, the path ahead is clearing faster than the enemy can react. This is why the pressure increased. This is why your nights became heavier. Heaven always shakes the ground before building something eternal. But hear this with trembling respect, you are stepping into a moment that demands your focus. You cannot drift now. You cannot give half of your attention. Because right now your future is cracking open like dawn breaking after centuries of darkness. Stay with me, my beloved. Every second you remain connected to these words, heaven accelerates something around you. Do you know what I see circling you? Honor, restoration, new connections rising like pillars of light. And yes, justice. The justice you prayed for in silence is finally unfolding. God did not forget your wounds. He did not overlook the betrayals that ripped your heart open when you were only trying to love. He counted every tear like a seed. And now those seeds are sprouting into blessings too heavy to hide. But here is the truth most never understand: before God elevates someone, He exposes what cannot be carried into the next level. That is why people changed. Why some grew distant. Why conversations suddenly felt hollow. Their season ended. And if they had remained, they would have broken under the weight of the glory coming for you. Do not chase what God removed. Let the pages turn. Beloved, you are entering a season where silence will speak louder than your words. Where your glow will answer questions your mouth no longer needs to. Where your winds will echo so loudly that the same people who doubted you will fall quiet. This is not arrogance, this is alignment. You are stepping into the version of you that heaven envisioned before you ever breathed on earth. And hear me, there is someone who has been watching your strength in secret. Not with jealousy but with admiration that borders awe. They see resilience in you that you do not even see in yourself. This connection is not random. This person carries a key to the next chapter of your story. When they finally speak, their words will feel like recognition, like destiny brushing against your skin. Heaven is preparing your heart for them even now. But beloved, I must reveal something deeper. There is an awakening happening in your spirit. A rising, a roar. You are remembering who you were before life wounded you. You are remembering the warrior, the leader, the chosen one hidden beneath years of survival. And Archangel Michael says, this is not a small awakening, it is the unlocking of a divine identity long restrained. Child of God, your feet are standing on the threshold of a chapter so golden that even your past pain will bow in surrender. What once felt like punishment will now reveal itself as preparation. The storms were never meant to drown you, they were meant to wash off what you outgrew. The delays were not meant to defeat you, they were meant to align you with timing so perfect it will make you weep. Beloved, stay with me just a little longer. Because as your reading angels are moving like wind, they are entering the rooms of your life, gathering every broken piece, every scattered hope, every forgotten dream. They are rearranging your destiny like a mosaic, turning fragments into glory. And the heaviness sitting on your chest right now, it's lifting, slowly, quietly, intentionally. Someone in heaven, someone you loved, asked God to give you one more sign, one more confirmation that you are not alone. And this is it. Their love has not faded. Their presence has not vanished. They lean near you in moments you think you're losing strength. Their voice, though silent to your ears, aligns with mine. Do not give up, do not stop. You are closer than you think. My beloved, this is your moment of release. Your chains are dissolving. Your path is widening. Your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. Your destiny is rising like fire. Just don't stop believing now. Don't disconnect from this flow. Heaven is not finished yet. And the next chapter of your life will be so bright that even your past will kneel in respect to it. Listen closely, because what's happening inside you right now is not ordinary. There's a stirring in your spirit that refuses to quiet down. That pull you're feeling. That pressure in your chest. That sudden clarity that seems to come out of nowhere. It's the signal that heaven hasn't released you. If your story were over, you would have scrolled away already. But you're still here, still drawn, still listening, because the divine is not done writing your chapter. Child of destiny, you must understand something. The attacks on your life were never random. The heaviness you felt wasn't because you were weak, it was because you were chosen. When God looked at you, He didn't see just one soul moving through life. He saw a bloodline ready to be healed, a future ready to be rewritten, a generation waiting for your courage to break the patterns that held them hostage. Archangel Michael says, "You wonder why the path felt steep, why others rested while you wrestled. It is because your calling demands strength that average people never need." And now I must tell you what heaven revealed. There was a battle over your name. The enemy stood accusing you, bringing up your past, your mistakes, your silent fears. He tried to convince heaven that you were unworthy of what's coming. But God thundered back, "This one is mine." Every accusation collapsed. Every lie dissolved. Every chain that claimed you lost its voice. Your past did not disqualify you. Your wounds did not erase you. You were marked, chosen, and heaven's verdict cannot be overturned. But chosen does not mean passive. You must rise. Blessings cannot enter closed hands, so the heavens are shaking you awake. Not to scare you but to prepare you. This moment is precise. If you step through it, everything accelerates. If you ignore it, the desert becomes longer. So stay. Stay with the words that are reaching for you. Let me remind you of something sacred. Those prayers you whispered when you thought no one was listening. The one spoken through tears. The one spoken through exhaustion. The one spoken through hope you barely had left. You asked for peace. You asked for love that wouldn't break you. You asked for opportunities aligned with your purpose. And you said, "God, if you're real, show me." Tonight is your answer. This moment is the sign. You are not reading this by accident, you are reading this because heaven replied. But hear me, before blessings bloom, structures must shift. Some things in your life will break suddenly. Plans may fall apart, people may exit, stability may tremble. But don't panic, this is not destruction. It is divine construction. God removes shaky foundations before He builds palaces on them. You will look back and realize the collapse wasn't your downfall, it was your elevation disguised as loss. And now something heavier must be spoken. About the one who betrayed you. Their betrayal pierced you deeply, and you kept asking, "Why would they treat me this way after everything I gave?" Here is the truth, painful but liberating. They were never meant to carry the weight of your destiny. They were a chapter, not the whole story. A lesson, not a lifetime. Their betrayal became the turning point that pushed you toward God. And heaven has already rewritten what they meant for harm into the fuel of your rising. Even your enemies will witness the glow that comes next and be left breathless. Do you feel that heat in your chest even now? That stirring isn't just emotion, it's the spirit burning away the lies that claimed you weren't enough, that you missed your chance, that you were forgotten. Those lies are ashes now. You are stepping into a truth that storms cannot shake. Stay here. Stay awake. Do not skip. Every second you remain, heaven pours more clarity into you. Angels are positioned. Warriors are sharpening their swords. Messengers are preparing breakthroughs with your name on them. And child, you need to hear this. The reason this message feels endless is because your destiny is enormous. A tiny word cannot hold a massive calling. So the heavens speak to you in waves, waves of fire, waves of light, waves of awakening. God says, I am not restoring you to who you were, I am unveiling who you truly are. You feel it, don't you? Every paragraph pulling you deeper, every sentence unlocking something forgotten inside you. Because this message isn't written with ink. It is breathed through the Spirit, spoken through angels, delivered straight into the chambers of your soul. And now comes the turning point. Archangel Michael says, in the coming days watch carefully. A door will appear that was hidden before. A connection will be restored. A blessing will move quickly toward you, faster than anything you've experienced. But when these changes begin, do not fear them. Do not question them. Do not shrink. Because everything being rearranged around you is aligning with the promise spoken over your life long before you were born. You are stepping out of survival. You are stepping into purpose. And the heavens are watching, waiting for your next move. Your yes. If you feel this message speaking directly to you, pause for a moment. Breathe. And let your spirit answer. And when you're ready, drop a like, share this message with someone who needs it, and subscribe so you never miss the divine words meant to guide your path. Your rising begins now. Beloved, listen closely. The moment you think you've fallen behind is the exact moment heaven whispers, you are right on time. You measure your life by clocks and calendars, but heaven measures by purpose. And your purpose is awakening now, stretching its wings after years of silence. You feel the stirring because heaven has begun rearranging everything around you. What looked like delay was divine protection. What felt like stagnation was secret preparation. You are being shaped for a stage you have not stepped onto yet. Child of destiny, let this sink deep. Nothing God aligned for you can ever be stolen by another. You have not missed your moment, you are stepping into it. Even now, as you breathe, timelines are bending in your favor. Paths that were blocked are being rewritten with your name on them. Do not look at others and think you're late. Some blessings require maturity. Some breakthroughs demand strength. And you have finally become the vessel capable of carrying what is coming. And hear this with trembling: heaven has accelerated your timeline. Yes, accelerated. What should have taken years will now happen in months. What once moved like a slow river will rush like a waterfall. You will suddenly see opportunities colliding at your feet. You will feel the air around you shift as if something invisible is pushing you forward. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. But child, there is something more. There is a conversation happening in the unseen realm and your name is at the center of it. God says, I have not forgotten this one. And Archangel Michael says, their path must be cleared. That is why some people vanished from your life. Not because you were unworthy but because you were becoming too powerful for their comfort. Their absence is not abandonment, it is divine subtraction. Heaven removes what your heart refuses to release. Do not grieve what left. A garden cannot bloom if weeds wrap around its roots. God is protecting your harvest. And this harvest is unlike any you've ever seen. You will reap peace in places you used to fear. You will reap joy in places you used to break. You will reap abundance in areas where you once begged for survival. Your story is shifting from survival to overflow. Stay with me now, beloved. Your spirit can feel this message drilling into places you've hidden from the world. This is not softness, this is surgery. Heaven is cutting away the lies you believed for too long. The lie that you were too late, the lie that you were unloved, the lie that nothing good lasts for you. Today those lies fall like dust. You are stepping into the truth of who you are, a chosen flame that darkness could not extinguish. Do you feel that sudden clarity? That is your spirit remembering its identity. You were never meant to crawl, you were forged to rise. And as you rise, new enemies will appear, but not to destroy you. They appear because light exposes everything around it. Let them stare, let them whisper. Their resistance is evidence of your ascension. Heaven is not intimidated by their jealousy, and neither should you be. Listen carefully, child of promise. In the next days expect divine interruptions. Conversations out of nowhere, messages from unexpected places, invitations that feel like fate tapping on your door. Do not ignore them. You prayed for signs, this is the season they overflow. And when they come, courage will be required. Not fear, not hesitation, courage. For the door you're about to step through cannot be opened with timid hands. My beloved, I must reveal another truth. There is a gift inside you that you have not fully embraced, one that heaven is ready to amplify. You have been dimming yourself to make others comfortable. No more. You were not made to perform smallness, you were crafted to carry greatness. When you finally walk in your full light, even the shadows will bow. Stay here. Do not look away. Every paragraph you read is loosening chains you didn't know you still carried. Do you notice how your chest feels lighter? That is because heaven is lifting burdens you accepted as permanent. Nothing attached to you from the past will follow you into this new chapter unless it was blessed to stay. You are being reset, reborn, realigned. Child, let me speak this clearly, the next chapter of your life will look nothing like the last. Expect sudden restoration. Expect unexpected support. Expect divine timing that shocks even you. God is not just opening a door, He is opening a pathway. And Archangel Michael says, "Walk boldly, for I go before you." Now take this into your spirit. Your story is entering a season where every tear will have meaning. Every delay will reveal purpose. Every heartbreak will show its hidden wisdom. Nothing was wasted, nothing was pointless. Heaven will use it all. And beloved, you are ready now. Ready to step into the life that has been waiting for you. Ready to walk with the confidence of someone who knows heaven backs them. Ready to rise without apology. This is your moment, this is your turning, this is your beginning. Beloved, the world has not yet seen what you are about to become. Your influence, your favor, your blessings are all accelerating. The people who ignored you, who doubted you, who dismissed your vision, they will witness the unveiling of a destiny they never imagined. They will see doors open, paths clear, names elevated. And they will know that heaven was moving on your behalf, silently, powerfully, unstoppable. Child of God, this is your season of acceleration. What once took years will now take months. What once seemed impossible will now arrive effortlessly. The ground beneath your feet is shifting to carry you to heights you never imagined. Every step you take will be ordered. Every encounter will be divinely placed. Every word you speak will carry authority because you have been refined in the furnace and you have emerged blazing. Do not fear sudden elevation. Do not be surprised by rapid change. Heaven has set these things in motion. Those who whispered lies about you, those who plotted in secret to stop your progress, they will watch in disbelief as God's hand moves. They will not understand it, and that is their limitation. You, however, will recognize the fingerprints of God everywhere. Every promotion, every blessing, every opportunity will be proof that your waiting has not been wasted. Beloved, you are moving from a season of hiding into a season of shining. Your past struggles were the soil in which your greatness was planted. Every tear you shed watered the roots. Every night of fear strengthened your branches. Every betrayal, every disappointment, every lonely moment was preparation for the canopy of glory that is now unfolding over you. Child of eternity, open your spirit wider. Feel the weight lift, the chains break, the heaviness release. Even now angels are moving unseen, clearing paths, cutting ties, opening doors that were locked for decades. You will see some of these things manifest soon, suddenly, without warning. Your heart will skip, your mind will struggle to believe, and you will know without doubt that this is God. This is not coincidence, not luck, not timing of men. This is divine orchestration. And you, beloved, have been chosen to witness it in real time. I must tell you about love because your heart has been waiting for it. The scars of past relationships, the broken promises, the pain of rejection, they are being transformed. The one who sees every tear, every sleepless night, every whispered prayer is bringing someone into your life who will honor your light. A person whose soul will recognize your purpose, someone whose heart will not compete with your calling but will protect it. This love will not arrive suddenly because you forced it. It will come because God has decreed it. And when it comes, you will know peace unlike anything you have known. Your heart will rest, your soul will rejoice and the blessing will be undeniable. Beloved, hear me clearly. Your enemies are real, but so is your protection. They cannot touch what God has set apart. Some will try to speak against you, to cast doubt, to instill fear, but they will fail. Their plans will unravel in plain sight. Every word meant to curse you will be converted into praise for you. Every attempt to block your progress will become a ladder for your elevation. Do not rejoice in their downfall, rejoice in your rising. Your rising is proof of heaven's favor. It is evidence that every tear, every sleepless night, every prayer spoken in secret has been heard and answered. Child of heaven, you may feel the trembling inside. That is not weakness, that is power awakening. That is the stirring of destiny. Every cell in your body is responding to the shift in your season. Your faith is increasing. Your courage is rising. The doubts of yesterday are fading. And the chains of delay, disappointment and fear are breaking. Even now the air around you carries new authority. Angels are writing your next chapter, assigning your victories, preparing your miracles. Your breakthrough is not coming slowly. It is coming suddenly. And when it arrives, you will understand that the wait was necessary to carry the fullness that is now rushing in. Beloved child, the stage has been set. The script of your life is changing from struggle to victory, from silence to acclaim, from hidden to visible. What was delayed is not denied. What was blocked is now unlocked. What was stolen is being restored. And restoration will come in abundance, in a way that is undeniable, overwhelming and glorious. Your enemies will witness your elevation. Your family will rejoice. Your soul will soar. And you will stand in awe knowing that nothing, no power, no force of darkness, no human interference could stop what God has decreed. Stay with this word. Do not drift. Do not skim. Every sentence is a seed, every paragraph is a river. Every moment of your attention is a step into the fullness of your miracle. Child, do not underestimate this moment. Many will read and walk away and they will never understand the gravity of what they just encountered. But you, beloved, are ready. You have remained. You have leaned in. You have been faithful. And now heaven is pouring in full measure. What you receive will overwhelm your imagination and confirm every prayer, every hope, every dream that God planted in your heart. Beloved, the trembling in your spirit right now is not fear. It is anticipation. It is the prelude to everything God has been holding back until this precise hour. You are standing at the edge of your breakthrough. Do you feel the electricity in the air? That is heaven stretching its hand down to touch every area of your life that has been waiting for restoration. Those moments you thought were setbacks were actually setups. Every closed door, every delay, every betrayal, it was heaven arranging the stage, aligning the actors, preparing the instruments for your symphony of glory. You will look back one day and marvel at the perfection of God's timing. No thread of your past was wasted, no tears shed in vain, no sleepless night ignored. Everything was noticed. Everything was recorded. Everything is about to be rewarded. Child of eternity, do not be surprised when sudden elevation comes. Positions you once thought unattainable will now be yours. Opportunities that bypassed you for years will arrive so fast that your mind will struggle to process it. And you will not be receiving them because of luck or because of who you know or because the world finally remembered you. You will rise because God Himself has anointed you, and no power in heaven or on earth can alter that decree. Lift your eyes and see what is invisible to others. The angels surrounding you are not idle. They are moving with purpose, clearing paths, breaking chains, opening doors that were never meant to stay closed. Every step you take from now on is guided, every decision is directed, every breath is infused with divine timing. Beloved, I must warn you, those who have tried to curse you, those who have plotted in secret will now witness your ascent. Their envy will turn to amazement. Their whispers will become silent, and the light in you will speak louder than all their words combined. But rejoice in your elevation, not in their demise. For your victory is not measured by the fall of others but by the rise of your soul. Now hear me about the love you have been waiting for. The loneliness, the longing, the nights spent wondering if anyone would ever truly understand your heart, they are ending. Someone is being prepared, someone whose presence will honor your depth, your intensity, your fire. This is not just companionship, this is divine resonance. When they arrive, you will know instantly. Your soul will recognize them. There will be no confusion, no doubt, no hesitation. They will stand with you, not against you. They will be an ally in your mission, a partner in your purpose. And heaven has orchestrated this union in such a way that your hearts will align perfectly at the right time. Do not chase it. Do not force it. Let it unfold in God's timing. The waiting was never wasted, it was preparation. Beloved, take note of the provision that is coming. The finances that have been tight, the doors that seemed permanently locked, the opportunities that always slipped away, they are turning. God is not only providing what you need, He is providing abundance, overflow, more than you can imagine. And it will not stop at you. Your family, your community, even strangers whose lives will intersect with yours will experience the blessing you carry. You are becoming a channel. You are becoming a vessel for the manifestation of heaven on earth. And do not be surprised if some blessings appear so suddenly that you think it is impossible. Nothing is impossible for the one who God has appointed. Pause and feel these words. They are not mere sentences, they are living rivers of heaven entering your spirit. The heaviness you have carried for years is lifting even as you read. Chains are breaking. Generational curses are ending with you. The cycles of limitation that haunted your ancestors are ceasing today. This is why the enemy fought relentlessly. He knew that if you survived, if you endured, if you stayed, you would break the cycle. And you are breaking it now. Beloved, feel the power of this moment. You are standing on holy ground. This is your hour. This is your season. Let me speak about the crown you carry. You have believed lies about yourself for too long. Lies that told you were not enough. Lies that told you were forgotten. Lies that told you were behind, late, unworthy. But those lies have no power here. Your crown is forged in fire. Every trial you faced, every storm you endured, every betrayal you suffered only refined it. And now it sits upon your head, unshakable, radiant, undeniable. You will no longer hide. You will no longer dim your light. You will walk in the fullness of who you are, and the world will adjust to your brilliance. Those who cannot bear it will fall away. Those who remain are the ones chosen to accompany you into your destiny. Child of God, understand this. You are not late. You are exactly on time. Every delay was protection. Every closed door was guidance. Every disappointment was preparation. Now all that was withheld is rushing to meet you. The love that was stolen, the opportunities that slipped away, the recognition you were denied, they are coming back to you multiplied. And what was broken, God will restore it stronger than before. What was stolen He will return with interest. And what the enemy meant for harm, heaven is turning into your elevation. Do not despise the process, for it has crafted you into a vessel ready for glory. Beloved, do not leave this page. Do not scroll away. Every sentence is a key, every paragraph is a weapon. Every word is alive, breaking barriers, tearing down walls, releasing you into the fullness of your calling. The fire in your chest, the tingling in your spirit, the sudden clarity that makes you stop and listen, that is heaven meeting you in this exact moment. You were never alone. You were never forgotten. You were never behind. And now the river of blessing is finally flowing into your life. Do not turn back. Step fully into it. Claim it with every fiber of your being.